What would you do if one day a video like this arrived for you in the mail? Would you be too frightened to watch it? Or would your curiosity make you unable to resist? If you did start playing the video, would you then be able to keep watching it? Especially when you found out just how disturbing the video truly was. Welcome to the video. Today is our first in a three-part series where we'll be talking about the 11BX1371 viral video mystery, also commonly referred to as the Plague Doctor mystery. We'll be unpacking the three videos that form the mystery, and of course discussing some of the theories behind why they exist and what they could mean. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more interesting videos just like it. Now, let's get started with the first video. On the 12th of October 2015, 20-year-old John Eric Krabichler, who wrote under the username Johnny, posted something strange to Swedish tech news site Gadget ZZ. The post, titled "This creepy puzzle arrived in our mail," detailed Johnny's experience with a very disturbing, anonymous video. Johnny begins the article by writing, "We received a letter from Poland containing a really weird CD. In actual fact, it was a DVD." He then goes on to say, "Written on the disc is what looks like a product key. However, upon examining the contents of the CD, it's quite clear that this is a puzzle of some sort." The package the DVD came in had no name and no return address. The only identifying feature on it was a Polish stamp, and it was also addressed to Johnny personally. While it may be a bit strange to receive a DVD from an anonymous source in the mail, it's not the weirdest thing in the world given the content that Gadget ZZ writes about. In an interview with the Washington Post, Johnny said that "I thought it was someone who wanted me to try out their software, and that maybe the string of letters and numbers was a product key." After Johnny watched the DVD, it was quite clear this was not a product that was meant for review. It was a puzzle that was supposed to be solved. John said he didn't really try that hard to solve it, but he had no luck either way. The video, now known as 11BX1371, did not originally have a name. All that was known about it was that it seemed to be filmed in some sort of abandoned building surrounded by forest. It featured a mysterious figure and a plague mask, and it was really, really weird. The whole video is shot in black and white, and shows the anonymous figure staring at the camera, sometimes with a light on their hand blinking in Morse code, and sometimes holding up different numbers of fingers. At one point, a small square appears in the corner showing various angles, and there's also disappearing graffiti and lines of letters and numbers. Sometimes the strange figure will even point at the camera, seeming to be interacting with the viewer themselves. Throughout the entire video, there are also awful discordant sounds. At the start of the video, it almost seems like a mechanical voice is saying something. Later in the video, there's just a high-pitched electronic fuzz. Anyone who's seen this video will likely have the same opinion. The video is both strange and almost frightening. Whether it's the anonymous figure in the Plague Doctor mask, the decaying state of the video's abandoned setting, or the unpleasant music that sounds like virtual nails scraping down a digital chalkboard, the whole video makes for very uncomfortable viewing. Or maybe the thing that makes the video so distressing is the fact that, at the time it was first discovered at least, there seemed to be no answers for what the content of the video was, or why it existed. To some people online, this video even seemed like a sort of curse. Almost immediately after Johnny posted his article about the 11BX1371 video, the internet began to do what the internet does best with these kinds of things: investigate. In his article, Johnny admitted he tried to start decoding the video, but was stumped. He wrote in his article that he was reaching out to you, the internet, to try and help decode this. One of the first things uncovered about the video was that Johnny wasn't the first person to have seen it, nor even to have posted about it on the internet. Sleuths discovered a YouTube channel called AETBX, which posted the video in May of 2015, around 5 months before Johnny made his post on Gadget ZZ. Interestingly, this version of the video did not have the same watermark that appeared on Johnny's. The name of the video on AETBX's channel was a string of binary, which translates to muerta, or death in English. The description of the video was also in binary, and translated to "Te queda uno ano menos," you have one less year, in English. At first, because the video was posted on his channel, many people thought AETBX was the creator of the video. The Washington Post reached out to him, and AETBX, who went only by the name Daniel from Spain, denied all claims of creating the video, and said he received the video in similar circumstances to Johnny. Daniel said the video was emailed to him from a woman he knew. The woman said she was sitting on a park bench when she'd found a DVD that contained the video. Daniel claims he uploaded it, at the time the only video on his channel, because he wanted to see what the reaction to it was. He also said he thought the DVD supposedly received by Johnny, the blogger from Gadget ZZ, was a fake, along with his story. So Johnny wasn't the first to deal with this video, but neither was Daniel. The first mention of the video online was from a place where many internet conspiracy theories are born: 4chan. The person who posted about the video on the Supernatural forum there also claimed to have found it on a park bench, in similar circumstances to the anonymous woman that Daniel from Spain received his email from. Then another name became involved in this video mystery: a YouTube account with the name Parker Wright, and don't forget this name because we'll be coming back to it later. Uploaded the video again. This time the video was given the name that we all now know it by: 11BX1371. The caption of the video was also different. Now it said, "Are you watching?" Finally, there was one other place the video was mentioned online in this early stage: Triton TV. A student film group from San Diego's University of California had a blog they claimed was no longer being used. The reason why? The site had apparently been hacked, and one of the images that the hacker posted to the site was a screenshot from the 11BX1371 video. While the investigation into who created the video raged on, the search into the content of the video itself continued as well. Naturally, the video was a big point of discussion on Reddit forums. One user on Reddit, Manic Hedgehog, put the video through a spectrogram, which yielded a few startling discoveries. The video's grating electronic audio was hiding several dark secrets. First of all, there seemed to be voices in the strange sounds. Some reported that the voices were saying, "I would love to kill you," while others reported that the voices were saying, "We are the antivirus." The discoveries within the audio don't end there though. There was also hidden text within it. One message told the audience, "You are already dead." There were also hidden images in the audio, all of them the stuff of nightmares, as they showed women being both tortured and mutilated. Thankfully, unlike other aspects of the 11BX1371 video, the gruesome content in these images had clear explanations. 2 were stills from horror films, The Bunny Game, and Slasher, and another was a photograph of one of the Boston Stranglers victims. Horrible, yes, but at least they weren't the work of a serial killer, as was initially feared. There were still more strange things hidden within this video. The menu of the DVD, when examined with a spectrogram, showed a skull and code. Then there were all the strange clues within the video itself. The square symbol at the end of the video was a pigpen cipher that said in Latin, "to attack or target men." There are also messages that can be found within isolated frames of the video. These read, "Soon comes the fall, another great empire. The fall. The eagle equals on the horizon. Join us. The eagle equals infected will spread his disease. We are the antivirus, will protect the world body." And strike an arrow through the heart of the eagle. Other frames of the video had messages in ciphers and Morse code. These are the messages. Red lips like 10th, an anagram for kill the president, and stand and fight with us, take down the black beast, kill his disease, or fall with the rest. Which some people thought supported this message about killing the president. These ominous messages were accompanied with numbers which turned out to be the coordinates to the White House in the United States. There are also Morse code messages taken from the flashing light on the plague doctor's hand. 2015, there will be 3. Finally, there's one last clue, the number of fingers the plague doctor holds up at the start of the video. 3, 1, 2. As you can see, there is a lot of information from just this one 2-minute video. Decoding it took a few months, and after the internet had done its hard work, it was left with 2 things: a pile of clues and a stack of theories. One of the earliest theories surrounding the true purpose of the 11BX1371 video was that it was a serial killer's strange message. This was mainly fueled by the fact that images of tortured and murdered women were secretly hidden in the audio of the video. Now, without any other knowledge about the video, that theory seems pretty believable. Serial killers are, by their very definition, strange, so it's an entirely logical conclusion to come to that someone may have killed people and then hidden the evidence of it in plain sight. There are many examples of serial killers leaving calling cards or confessions, such as the awful letter sent by Albert Fish, aka the Brooklyn Vampire, to the family of the child he ate, or the teary phone confessions of the weepy-voiced killer Paul Michael Stefani. However, as previously mentioned, the images of murdered and tortured women were completely explainable. They were either movie stills or crime scene photographs, so the serial killer theory was debunked quite early on. Now, although this next theory is, spoilers, untrue, it does at least have a lot more actual evidence in the video than the other theories we've already mentioned. Some people speculated that perhaps the purpose behind the 11BX1371 video was someone's threat against the President of the United States. This idea was supported by several pieces of evidence in the video, such as the hidden White House coordinates, the message in pigpen cipher that read "to attack or target men," and of course, the red lips like 10th anagram, which when unscrambled reads "kill the president." Another similar theory to the presidential threat idea was the idea that perhaps the 11BX1371 video had something to do with bioterrorism. The most obvious piece of evidence for this was the plague doctor costume, but there were also references to antiviruses and diseases. A hidden message read, "The eagle equals infected will spread his disease. We are the antivirus, will protect the world body." The number 1371 was also mentioned in the video. Significant because it was a year that the Black Death was present. For those of us who aren't up to date on our history, the Black Death is also the event that plague doctor masks are most widely associated with. And now we come to the last major theory. It was all just someone's elaborate prank. Out of all of the theories, this one is by far the most believable because, well, it's the internet. The internet is full of people pulling elaborate pranks all of the time. The video's massive rise in popularity also coincided with the lead up to Halloween, and you don't need us to tell you that the 11BX1371 video would certainly fit in with the vibe of that spookiest of times. So, as you can see, there was a lot of discussion, and a lot of confusion, about the 11BX1371 video. For weeks, people on the internet scoured through every detail, trying to work out what every clue really meant. One person, of course, knew the answer: the video's creator. And after a while, the internet finally heard from him. In the second part of the three-part series about the Plague Doctor video mystery, we'll find out more about the video's creator, the next work he created, and most importantly, the truth behind why the videos were created in the first place. We hope you enjoyed the video, and will stick around with us for the next one in the series. Until then, why not check out some of the other fascinating videos on the channel, and don't forget to subscribe.